Bonjour! Today we are going to be talking about le passé composé, or the past tense. You guys know how to say a lot of really cool things that you do, but you are limited to saying what you do right now or what you're in the middle of doing. So you don't know how to tell me what you did yesterday or over the weekend or anything like that. Let's take a look at how to use the passé composé so that you can start telling me things that you do over the weekend or yesterday and become more fluent French speakers. Okay, so to make the past tense, or the passé composé, you need two pieces to our puzzle. Let's think about it as a keys and car concept. So you're going to need two elements. You need a key and you need a car. My absolute favorite car in the world is a 1969 Ford Mustang. If any of you become super rich someday, remember me. So our keys and car concept, we need two different pieces to make one verb, to make a past tense. The first thing that we need, excuse me, or our key, is the verb avoir. The second thing that we need is a past participle. Madame Day, what is that? I'm going to tell you in just a minute. It's just the second part of your verb. So let's take a look at the verb avoir, which you have known for a while now. You're very comfortable with it. It means to have. And to make it, you would write it like this. J'ai, I have. Tu as, you have. Il, elle a, he or she has. Nous avons, we have. Vous avez, you guys have, or you formal have. Ils, elles ont, they have. Okay, so this is like the key part of our passé composé. It's one aspect of it. It's one piece of it. You're going to be adding things to this. This is our key. Okay, in addition to that, you need another puzzle piece. You need the car, and that is the past participle. So, for example, the verb parler, which means to speak. Okay, this literally means to speak. It's an ER verb, and all we're going to be looking at today is ER verbs. Even though you know a lot of other types of verbs, we're just looking at ER verbs today. So to make the past participle of parler, to speak, okay, the past participle in English would be spoken. You cut off the ER, cut it off, exit off, and make it into an E with accent aigu. Okay, so parler becomes parler. Yes, they sound the same. Okay, you cut off the ER and you give it an E with accent aigu. You can do that with most ER verbs. So you take verb that ends in ER, and to get the past participle, you change it into E with accent aigu. Okay, so this is to speak, and this is spoken. Just like in English, you can't just have the past participle, or it doesn't make sense. You can't just say I spoken. Okay, you need the j'ai, or the I have, to go with it. I have spoken. Now that makes sense. But anyway, this is just the past participle piece of our puzzle, okay? So you stick them together. J'ai parlé. J'ai parlé means I have spoken, literally, I have spoken, or just I spoke, okay? So you stick them together, j'ai parlé, now you're in business, you've got your key, you've got your car, look how beautiful it is, and you can rock and roll. Let's take a look at some more examples. The verb danser, which means to dance. It's another ER verb. Remember, we're only looking at ER verbs today. If you wanted to say I danced, you have your avoir part right here. There's your key. J'ai means I have. And your past participle right here, danser. Okay, danced. J'ai dansé. J'ai dansé. I danced. Literally, it means I have danced. Okay? How about étudier? Hopefully you guys are doing this on the weekend as well. Étudier means to study. And if you want to say you studied or you have studied, you need tu as, which means you have. It's your avoir part. It's your key part. And your étudier, which is your past participle of étudier. Okay, this is the car part. Tu as étudié. Tu as étudié, which means you studied, or literally you have studied. Okay, so each of these are going to be made of the avoir and past participle. How about regarder, which means to look at or to watch? Let's say, for example, he watched TV yesterday. So you need your avoir part of il a, and your past participle for regarder, which is regarder. All we did is we crossed off, we took off, cut off, whatever you want to do with that er, and you changed it into a beautiful new I with accent aigu. Okay, il a regardé. Il a regardé. He watched, or he has watched. Okay, gagner. Gagner means to win. Hopefully you guys are winning your soccer games, as it being soccer season right now. So if you want to come back over a weekend and tell me, hey, Madame Day, we won our soccer game, you would say, nous avons gagné. Nous avons gagné. We have won is literally what that means, or just we won. Okay, we took the verb gagner, took off the er, and made it with an accent aigu, and we have nous avons gagné, we won. Okay, I want you guys to try some on your own. Let's take a look at the verb donner, to give. I want you to say we gave. Okay, so you need two parts. For example, we gave some cookies to our friends. Okay, so you're going to need two parts. You're going to need the avoir for nous. Then you're going to need the past participle of donner. Okay, so work on the first puzzle piece first. The avoir part of nous. And then the second piece is the past participle of donner. Nous avons donné. Okay, your avoir for nous, nous avons, we have. And then your past participle of the verb donner, given. We have given. Okay, or just we gave is also how we would use it in English. Nous avons donné. Let's take a look at another one, chanter, to sing. Okay, let's say you guys went on some choir competition over the weekend and you want to come back and tell me about it. Or I'm telling you that you went on it rather. I would say you guys sang. Okay, you plural sang. So how would I do that? I need my vous, the avoir part of vous, and then a past participle for chanter. So think about it for a second. And you should come up with vous avez chanté. You guys sang, or you plural sang. Literally, it is you have sung, okay, or you sang. Let's take a look at another verb, jouer. This one's fun. Okay, jouer means to play. If you want to say they played, as in they played a soccer game, let's take the masculine form of it. So I'm going to give you a second here. Masculine form of avoir, masculine plural form, and then your past participle of jouer. How would you say they played? Okay, you should have come up with ils ont joué. Ils ont joué. They with avoir and jouer past participle. Okay, so here's our keys and our car. Keys, car, keys, car. They go together to make one verb. Okay? This one seems to trip some people up, and I think the reason is there are a bunch of vowels in a row, and people think that this looks wrong. So it freaks them out when they write it down and they second guess themselves, but it's still the same formula as every other ER verb that we've learned today. So you just cut off the ER, cut it off, throw it away, and give it a beautiful new E with accent aigu. Okay, so ils ont joué. It might look funny, but it follows the same exact formula. Don't second guess yourself. Okay, one more. Let's take a look at the verb demander, to ask. If you want to say I asked, how would you do that? You need the je form of avoir. Okay, that's your key. And you need your past participle of demander, which you should know how to form by now. and you get j'ai demandé. I asked, j'ai demandé. All right? I have asked, or just I asked. Okay, so hopefully you will remember when we talk about this a little bit more tomorrow and do some activities with it, the keys and car concept. You always need two pieces to this puzzle, your key and your car, okay? You need your avoir and your past participle to make a full verb. See you tomorrow. Au revoir.